So my name is Stephen Whatty. I love thinking. I spend a lot of time doing it, and I just actually never stop. I don't know when that started, but this is how it allows me to come up with just really strange ideas. I remember I was in, what was it, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2001 time frame. And I was with my friend Mark Tamburo. I was with his parents down in Florida for Christmas. And we're at the dinner table, and his uncle is talking, is telling us about a story of how he can't go to hospitals because he has a metal fragment behind his eye. And it's like, what do you mean you can't go to hospitals? He goes, yeah, the MRI machines, one with the really large magnets, basically pulled this metal fragment from a bullet when he was in the war through his eye. And I was, man, interesting. So I'm sitting there, and it's like, it's right around Christmas time. I'm looking, like, wait a minute, there's got to be an application for that. It's like, yeah, there's got to be something useful for that property. I was like, this kind of thing can I do? Like, sitting there, I was like, wait a minute, you'd probably be able to do something useful with that. I started thinking of it. It was like, yeah, absolutely. Non-evasive medical surgery using magnetic levitation. Non-evasive surgery, surgical technique using magnetic levitation. I was like, huh. I started thinking it through. I know nothing about any of these fields, right? It just makes sense to me. That's how I think. And I was like, well, wait, okay, that seems, I'm going to have to need a very precise magnetic field. I know nothing about that, but it should be possible. A very dense material that is small. I should be able to find some of that too, no problem. We already got the technology to map out a body. So you'd use it for things like, I don't know, I have no idea. I'm not a surgeon, but I'm sure there's something possible. It's like, so how do you cauterize the wound on the way out? It took a while to figure that out, but noise induction or sound induction. Actually, the material they have, they can heat it up without even touching it using sound induction. That's been cool. I didn't find that one out until just recently. And I was like, how do you get enough precision? And this one took me a long, long time. I was like, how do you get enough precision with all this equipment moving around the body? If you start moving the field, it starts jostling the field, you're going to lose this damn thing inside them. I want to make sure it's very precise. And it took me a while to figure it out. And then I realized what the answer was one day. I was just thinking of something else. I realized what the answer was. I was like, eureka, kind of one of those moments. And it was like magnetic, non-invasive surgical technique using magnetic levitation. Just by thinking. What was the eureka moment? I don't know, I'm not going to tell you that. Probably $1 million idea. Maybe I'll file a patent for it. My name is Whatty. Can you hear me? Oh, by the way, the eureka moment. I guess I should have told you about that. So the problem with that design is to get the accuracy and precision you need from the material floating in three-dimensional space, you need to have a very strong magnet. And the equipment to provide that is obviously big and bulky. You don't want to move that shit in three-dimensional space. That's what's the problem. How do you get that strong magnetic field to hold that object in place, and while moving it around in three dimensions? You can't. It's very, very difficult. Precision isn't there. And the eureka moment, wait for it. You move the patient, not the apparatus. Tough up and down. My name is Whatty. Can you hear me?
Please hit that subscribe button. I'd like to continue my research, and hopefully you too can find as informative. My name is Whatty. I think you heard me.
Preceding audio and video cast is sole property of Stephen Whatty. It has been developed independent of any government, organization, business, or university or learning institute. If you wish to use this information or discuss this information, please contact me, Stephen Walmore, via the comments of the YouTube playlist, and I'll be more than happy to discuss this with you. If you would like to make donations towards continued research in this area and other areas, please contact me via the comments list, and I'd be more than happy to accept them. My name is Whatty. Can you hear me?